Hi students, some applications based on angular velocity. You know already angular velocity is nothing but the rate of change of angular displacement is called as angular velocity. It is represented with omega. Okay. Now two particles, two particles rotate, rotate on the circumference of a two concentric circles. Okay, with different velocities. Now its radius is r suffix a, its radius is r suffix b. Here its velocity v suffix b, its velocity v suffix a. Understood? Two particles, okay, two particles rotate in a circular path. These circles are concentric circles. Okay. Now angular velocity of B related to the A. Okay. If observer at the center. Okay. Observer at the center. Here required one is relative velocity of B with respect to A. Okay. Or angular velocity of B relative to A. Angular velocity of B relative to A. Okay. Here observer is at center. That means B with respect to A, omega B, omega A. Okay. You know already angular velocity is equal to 2 pi by T. So here 2 pi by T suffix AB. Okay. This one 2 pi by T suffix B minus 2 pi by T suffix A. Okay. Time period of particle B to complete one rotation. Okay. To complete one rotation, T suffix B is the time period of B. Okay. T suffix A means time period of A. Okay. So both side 2 pi is common. It is 2 pi. Remaining one is 1 by T suffix B minus 1 by T suffix A. Here 2 pi cancel. 1 by T suffix AB. Here LCM is T suffix B, T suffix A, T suffix A minus T suffix B. Okay. So T suffix AB is equal to T suffix A, T suffix B divided by T suffix A minus T suffix B. Understood? Okay. In this case, if T suffix A greater than T suffix B, T suffix A greater than T suffix B, so T suffix A, T suffix B by T suffix A minus T suffix B. Understood? If two particles rotate in a circular path, okay, these two circles are concentric circles, okay, both are traveling in same direction. So angular velocity of B related to A. Okay. So time period T suffix A, T suffix B by T suffix A minus T suffix B. Okay. Next, two particles travels rotate in opposite directions. VA bar. This one is VB bar. This one is VB bar. So B with respect to A in opposite direction plus A in opposite direction plus okay 2 pi by T suffix BA is equal to 2 pi by T suffix B plus 2 pi by T suffix A. Okay, 2 pi by T suffix BA, here 2 pi is common, 1 by T suffix B plus 1 by T suffix A, both side 2 pi cancel, 1 by T suffix BA, 1 by T suffix B plus 1 by T suffix A. Okay, 1 by T suffix BA, here TB, T suffix A, T suffix A plus T suffix B, T suffix BA is equal to T suffix A, T suffix B by T suffix A plus T suffix B. If both are travels in a opposite direction, so time period is equal to T suffix A into T suffix B by T suffix A plus T suffix B. Okay. See, if the body rotate in a circular path, that means it is pure rotation. Okay. If body rotation is pure rotation, in that body, each and every particle having same angular velocity irrespective of its position, from the x of rotation. Okay, I understood. Now if body, for example, it is one of the body, it is in pure rotation, it is in a pure rotation. In this body all particles are having same angular velocity irrespective of position from the axis of rotation, irrespective of position x of rotation. Understood? Okay. Now next topic, very very important topic, angular velocity of hands of a clock. Okay, in a clock, one hand is seconds, minutes, okay, hours. First of all, consider seconds hand. Okay, in your clock, one is seconds hands, next minutes, next hours, you know already. Okay, seconds hand. So in one rotation, okay, if seconds hands complete one rotation, what is the time period? 60 seconds. Time period is equal to here 60 seconds. Understood? Okay. If seconds needle complete one rotation means the time period is 60 seconds. Now, angular velocity formula for seconds hands 2 pi by t, 2 pi by 60. Okay, here 30 times. So pi by 30 radian per second. Pi by 30 radian per second. Understood? Here omega suffix s means angular velocity of seconds hand. Okay, angular velocity of seconds hand is pi by 30 radian per second. For one rotation, if seconds hand rotate, one rotation means it completes 60 seconds. Understood? Okay. Next, minutes hand. Okay. See here in one rotation. Okay. In one rotation, minutes hand completes. Okay. If minutes hand completes one rotation, what is the time period? 1 hour. Time period is 1 hour. Okay. Here minutes hand complete one rotation means here time period is 1 hour. Converted into seconds. 1 hour means 60 minutes, 60 seconds. So 3600 seconds. 3600 seconds. Okay. Now, angular velocity of minutes hand is equal to 2 pi by t. So, 2 pi by 3600. Okay. How many times here? 1800. So, pi by 1800 radian per second. Understood? Angular velocity of minutes hand is equal to here. Angular velocity of minutes hand is equal to pi by 1800 radian per second. Okay. Angular velocity of minutes hand is equal to pi by 1800 radian per second. Understood? Okay. Next one is hour's hand. Okay, hour's hand means here hour's hand complete one rotation means 12 hours the time. Okay, time is only 12 hours. Okay, hours and completes the one rotation in the sense here it completes only 12 hours. Okay, 12 hours time period. Here one rotation of hands, hour's hand, one rotation time period is equal to 12 hours. So 12 into 60 minutes into 60 seconds. Okay, 12 into 3600. So 36 into 12. 2 6 are 12. 2 3 are 6. 72. 36. 2 here 13. 4. Time period is equal to 43,200. 43,200 seconds. 43,200 seconds. Okay. Now, angular velocity of ours needle is equal to 2 pi by t. Okay. 2 pi by time period is 43,200. Okay. Angular velocity of hands needle 2 1 600 pi by 21,600 radian per second. Angular velocity of ours needle is equal to pi by 21,600 radian per second. Okay. Next one, spin angular velocity of earth about its own axis. Okay. Spin angular velocity of earth about its own axis. One rotation. Okay. Okay. In spinning, one rotation. In one rotation, time period is equal to 24 hours. So 24 into 60 minutes into 60 seconds. 86,400 seconds. 86,400 seconds. Okay. Now, here earth angular velocity 2 pi by t. Okay. 2 pi by t in the sense 86,400 seconds. How many times? 4, 3, 200. That means pi by 43,200 radian per second. Okay. Angular velocity of the earth is equal to pi by 43,200 radian per second. Understood? It is the angular velocity of the earth. Okay. Next topic is angular acceleration. Next topic is angular acceleration. Angular acceleration, it is represented with alpha. Okay. If particle angular velocity changes with respect to time, that means that particle will have angular acceleration. Okay, that particle having angular acceleration. Once again, if particle angular velocity changes with respect to time, that means that particle having angular acceleration. First of all, average angular acceleration. Angular acceleration, average. Okay, alpha average. See, at the time t1, angular velocity is omega 1. At the time t2, angular velocity of the particle is omega 2. Okay. At the time t1, angular velocity of the particle is omega 1. At the time t2, angular velocity of the particle is omega 2. Okay, it will write as delta omega by delta t, simply omega 2 minus omega 1 by t2 minus t1. Okay, omega 2 minus omega 1 by t2 minus t1. It is average angular acceleration delta omega by delta t. You know, omega is equal to, in terms of frequency, n means frequency in the sense number of rotations per second here. So alpha average in terms of frequency 2 pi n2 minus 2 pi n1 by t2 minus t1. Alpha average 2 pi n2 minus n1 by t2 minus t1. Okay, alpha average 2 pi n2 minus n1 by t2 minus t1. Understood? Okay. Next, instantaneous angular acceleration. Okay, acceleration of a rotating particle at certain instant of time, at a particular instant of time, angular acceleration of the particle is called as instantaneous angular acceleration. Understood? At a particular instant of time, okay, angular acceleration of a particle is called as instantaneous angular acceleration. Okay, alpha instantaneous, here time very nearer to 0. Okay, delta omega by delta t, simply to write as d omega by dt, okay, instantaneous. Now here units of angular acceleration, radian per second square, okay. Now it is a pseudo vector, it's a pseudo vector. Its direction is along the change in angular velocity direction. Okay, change in angular velocity. Okay, here its direction is along change in angular velocity. Okay, now if angular velocity is increases, okay, angular velocity direction, angular acceleration direction, both are in a same. Okay, if angular velocity is increases, angular acceleration direction, angular velocity direction, both are in a same. If angular velocity decreases, angular acceleration, angular velocity direction, both are opposite. If particle angular acceleration is constant, okay, if particle angular velocity is constant, what about angular acceleration? Zero. Angular acceleration is zero. If particle angular velocity is constant, angular acceleration is equal to zero. Okay, next, relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Okay, relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. First of all, a particle rotate in a circular path in circumference. Okay, now initial position at the time 0. Okay, at the time 0, A. after a time t, it makes an angle theta. It makes an angle theta. Okay. In delta t time, it covers angular displacement is d theta. Okay, it covers angular displacement is d theta. In the time, sorry, it is delta theta. In the time delta t. In the time delta t, it covers angular displacement is delta theta. Okay, you know, instantaneous angular velocity is equal to limit delta t tends to 0, delta theta by delta t. This one is d theta by dt. D theta by dt. Okay. Similarly, linear velocity limit delta t tends to 0. Okay, delta s by delta t. Okay, it will write as ds by dt. ds by dt. Okay, first of all, leave it. You know, relation arc length is equal to, arc length is here. Okay, its radius is r, delta theta into r, because of angle is equal to arc length by radius. Based on that one, delta s is equal to delta theta into r. Substituting here, v is equal to limit delta t tends to 0. Delta s means r into delta theta by delta t. R into delta theta by delta t. Here it will write as r limit delta t tends to 0, delta theta by delta t. Now here limit delta t tends to 0, delta theta by delta t means d theta by dt. Okay, v is equal to r d theta by dt. D theta by dt is nothing but angular velocity. So r into omega. Relation between linear velocity and angular velocity is v is equal to r omega. Okay, v is equal to r omega is the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. What is r here? R is the radius. Okay, r is radius. V is linear velocity. Omega is angular velocity. Understood? Okay. Once again, omega, this one is v based on angle. This is next relation, v is equal to r omega. Okay, so tomorrow I will explain rotational motion equations based on translatory motion. Okay, uniform circular motion.